Is anybody out there?
Mark Radcliffe. 1FM. Oh, yes.
Right, Mark Kermode, you got a couple of minutes to tell us what's brilliant that's out this week?
Very quickly, Crimson Tide, one of the best thrillers of the year. Gene Hackman and Denzel Washington shouting at each other in a nuclear submarine, directed by Tony Scott, who brought you Top Gun, and it is absolutely riveting, on the edge of your seat entertainment.
I saw one review that said Denzel Washington has the best voice in films today.
That was in Q.
Yes.
Their review was in Q, and they're absolutely right. And they're also saying, you know, possible Oscar nomination for Gene Hackman. Also out this week, French Kiss, which is Meg Ryan and Kevin Kline, sort of, you know, doing the same thing that they always do, but it's perfectly amiable. However, out this week, which has caused a bit of a stir, is Jade, which is the new movie directed by William Friedkin, starring Linda Fiorentino. As everyone knows, I think that William Friedkin is God and he walks upon water. I think that Linda Fiorentino is one of the finest actresses working in Hollywood today. However, Jade is based on a script by Joe Esterhaus, and it is with very deep dissatisfaction and displeasure that I have to tell you that it sucks the big one.
There you go.
Dear.
There you go.
Come on in, Mark comes in, I'm with you all day, all night, anyway, and he comes in and says, can I tell you what you do today? Yeah, go on. And then I come on, like your best mate, and I say, you know, can I tell you what I did today? And you say, both of you say no.
But I know what you've done today, and it's as dull as me watching Peppermill at 1.
Well, can I tell you what I've done today or not? I mean, God, blimey.
What do you think, Mark?
No.
Okay, then. And very briefly, anything new out this week that we should be watching out for?
To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Judy Newmar, which is, you know, for my money, Priscilla Queen in the Desert toned down. I mean, Priscilla Queen in the Desert is available on video. If you want to see a good movie about 3 drag queens going across country, then, you know, get Priscilla. And Panther, which is the new Mario and Melvin Van Peebles movie, history of the Black Panther movement with loads of good tunes in it. And what a shock after Posse. It's good.
Right. Is that Patrick Swayze, that other one, is it?
Yeah, not in Panther, though.
No. Patrick
Swayze is in To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, yes.
I heard him interviewed on Stephen Mayo today.
That's right, yes. Well, he's
You have had a good day, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
He's a very, very nice chap, and I have to say, he's actually very good in the movie, but the problem is that the movie is wimpy.
And the great thing about him is I never knew he made such fabulous records, and apparently music is a deeply spiritual part of his life, and he has a studio on his ranch.
He's a ballet dancer,
that's worth knowing, you know. Anyway, go on then. Go on. Like, what time is it? It's 22 minutes past 10. These next 2 records joined together will be 3, 6, 7.
Right.
So you've got a minute.
We've got a minute to tell you what I did today.
It won't take that long, will it? What are we going to do for the other 50 seconds?
Well, I didn't really do very much today, actually. Now you mention it.
What are we going to do with this minute now?
I was just going to say, if you want to see 2 blokes dressing up as women, just come round to our house.
You've still got 45 seconds to go. You know? I mean, me and Mark have bailed you out most of the way. This is your spot.
Hey, I tell you what makes me laugh. I was singing Squaddies, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right. And I tell you what, you're doing a video or something. Yeah?
Yeah.
And I tell you, it's down on the roof. Up on the roof. And you know they're done for the video.
Who's gone up on a roof? I told you that. Go on.
I tell you what, this is interesting, right? They've released a double A-sided record.
I said that.
You didn't, did you?
Yeah, and with a feeble crack about it could be a double B-side. 15 and counting.
15.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, The Sound of Music, that's a good film. We should do that on a cult film.
It's not really cult, is it?
It is.
I'll tell you what, right, shut up now. We'll leave 5 seconds blank. Oh, quality. And welcome back to Mark Kermode. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. I see it's going to be a top quality show then.
Not looking promising, is it? But there you go, we'll give it a crack. So, what have you been up to then? Apart from opening your bulging sack?
Yeah, somebody sent me a letter which is wrapped in a J cloth. It's the second week of the London Film Festival, which has been absolutely fantastic. I met the Hughes brothers today, who are the people that directed Menace to Society, you know, that was banned on video for a year.
Right.
And when it finally came out, and I said, did you know what the censors cut out of it? They said, no. Did they cut anything out of it? And I said, yeah, go on, try and guess what the censors cut out of it. And they said, oh, the shot in the head and the this and the that. And I said, no, they cut out the bit with the guy breaking into the car because they thought that people could learn how to break into cars from it.
Because it never happens in this country,
no,
of course.
Until you see it on the telly, and then that's it. After they're showing 4 weddings on the telly tonight, I expect everybody to be blaspheming.
No, anyway, Mary Whitehouse, God bless her. I mean, she tried to get that banned, quite rightly, I say tonight, because that's obviously going to shake society to its foundations, isn't it? Oh, I thought so. Anyway, right, anything good new out this week?
Well, there's a couple of things. There's, can I just tell you the bad stuff first? There's this,
Please.
this thing, A Walk in the Clouds, which is this Keanu Reeves, hideous, just load of old garbage, tripe, sentimental, saccharine, sweet claptrap.
Not good then?
Not good. directed by the guy who made like Water for Chocolate. And, you know, if Keanu Reeves is not the world's greatest actor, but in this, he is just plank-like in the extreme. But it was one of the most grueling 90 minutes I spent at the cinema recently. They talk about films making people violent. I mean, this really made you just want to go out and beat things up. And that was pretty horrendous. Ooh. There's a French movie called, there's a French movie called La Haine, The Hate, or just Hate, which is kind of, apparently was kind of causing riots in Paris, which is actually a really, really good film. It's black and white, and it's about 3 guys on a miserable estate in Paris having a really grim 24 hours, but it's actually a sort of really good film. But the film which I really like this week, and which everybody just hates, is this film Tommy Boy, with Chris Farley and David Spade, who are these 2 comedians from, Saturday Night Live. And the gag is, he's a fat, stupid guy, and the other guy's a short, smart guy, and they just spend...
Sounds good, hey,
get on to the lawyers!
They just spend... Yeah, exactly. That's it. And I'm sorry.
You weren't a consultant on this, were you?
I was.
Oh, were you?
Well, look, all I can say is, I enjoyed the hell out, and I laughed all the way through it, because some people just find, but everybody else, today, Paul Gambaccini, I think, oh no, it's very, very bad. It's not. It's just funny, and it's got the best Carpenter's gag of any movie I've ever seen in it.
Right, so that's the choice of this week.
You like Frankenstein, though, didn't you?
You had to bring that up, didn't you?
Sorry, Arkin.
Anyway, go on then. You were about to say something else before you were interrupted by the fat stupid one.
No, that was it.
That was it. You were supposed to put a record on then.
Yeah,
right.
Sort of did it with a couple.
Oh dear, we'll do it again then.
Okay, fine. Do you want to go for Frankenstein again?
Go on, you say
but you like Frankenstein, didn't you?
Sorry, nice. You had to bring that up, didn't you?
Sorry, Arkin.
And I put the record on now, do I?
Now.
Also, I thought, you talked about films that are out this week. What about Scarlet Letter with Demi Moore?
Oh, yeah. Was that...
not Demi Moore, not Dudley Moore. Like.
Oh, right.
Okay, Scarlet Letter with Demi Moore. All we know about it is that this 17th century sex sizzler, according to the poster, based on the Nathaniel Hawthorne novel, which is hardly sex sizzling. The point is, it hasn't been shown to the critics. Nobody has been allowed to see it. And what they've been saying is, oh, we don't have a print. Oh, no, there's no copy here. No. Now, all I can say is, the last time that we weren't allowed to watch a movie, it wasn't because the distributors had an enormous amount of confidence in it. It was because it was a load of old crap. Right? Now, the movie has opened in America, where it has been greeted with derisory reviews. I mean, who's to say? Until I see it, it would be completely wrong to prejudge it. It may be a masterpiece of gargantuan proportions. On the other hand, it may not.
Right then, Mark Kermode, welcome back.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm in an extremely sort of ratty mood, but a good ratty mood, because I saw this. Can I tell you about this film which isn't coming out for ages, but I saw today?
Yeah, go on then.
I just saw Trainspotting, which is the new movie by the people that made Shallow Grave, which is based on the cult novel by Irving Welsh. Yeah, it is. Right. Starring Ewan McGregor. I
should know this because we went through this with Douglas Stewart, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because it's basically a bunch of people having a really grim time in Scotland with a lot of heroin. Right. And I have to tell you, it's incredibly powerful, and I can't get it out of my head at all. It was a very, very grim hour and a half, but brilliantly directed. And Danny Boyle is the future of the British film industry, and this is an extraordinary piece of work. But it's just so grueling, and there's a couple of images in it that I have just spent the entire day trying to get out of my head, and I can't do. And it's just like, it has hit me like a truck, and it's and it's not out until February, March of next year. And I was going on about 7 ages in advance. Well, I'm sorry, but that's it. I've got to go see it again and get my head around it, but it is a piece of work.
What's this film La Haine like?
La Haine. Well, I really liked it. It's this, unfortunately, it came over here with a sort of storm of controversy because they said that when it played in Paris, it caused riots, which is always nonsense. Whenever they tell you that any film caused riots, I remember The Warriors was meant to have caused riots in America, and Rock Around the Clock was meant to have caused riots. It's rubbish. I actually think it's a very well shot and very beautiful little film. It's about 3 guys on a housing estate just outside Paris having a really, really miserable time the day after a riot. And it's 24 hours in the life of these 3 youths. And visually, it's really beautiful to look at. It's shot in black and white. It's got a very kind of physical style. And I really liked it. I didn't see what the kind of the fuss about it was. And of course, the best thing was over here, it came out with a 15 certificate, which seemed to sort of say, look, we have no problem with it either. Right, okay. But I liked it. Yeah, big thumbs up.
Anything that is coming out this week that people can see?
There's this thing, Murder in the First, which has been sitting on a shelf for ages with Kevin Bacon and Christian Slater and Gary Oldman.
Murder in the what, sorry?
Murder in the First. Murder in the First Degree?
Right, yeah.
And it's got Kevin Bacon as this person who's in prison in Alcatraz, who's being tried for a murder which he's meant to have committed in Alcatraz, and it's based on a true story. And good for 2 reasons. Firstly, because Kevin Bacon is back on form, and I do think he's a good actor, and he's made a lot of rubbish in the past, but also because it's got a really kind of muscular style of direction, and it's like you're there in the prison for 2 hours, and I happen to have a thing for prison movies, so I really like that.
Mark Radcliffe, missing you already.